I did this right, then you have found the first Coach's Corner stream. And I don't think there's anybody here. I really can't tell. So I'm just going to get started. Welcome. My name is Cody Soden. I am the director of esports here at East Central University. And one of the ideas I had was just to do a regular broadcast stream. This will be every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And the intention of it is really just to, hey, somebody is here. So I can't see my viewers or if there's anybody online. So I'm just speaking into the void unless I see you chat. So I see Freeze is on here. So what's up? This is the intention of this is really just to be a space to hang out. It's one to just be a space where during the off seasons or during the regular season, we'll be able to come together and just kind of hang out and visit. But also too, through the regular season, what you guys will see a little bit more of is more of the players, more of the actual content from the season. Honestly, I'm just getting it started and gonna play some games and hang out and talk about the program, talk about what's going on. Hopefully, have some people hang out over the summer break. So if you are on and you want to play something together, that would be great. Great content for this. So this is just the first of these. It'll be every Tuesday, Thursday going forward. Not this Thursday because it's 4th of July, but you get the picture. And so today we're going to be playing some Fortnite. I was torn on what to play. So if anybody's online and wants to play, please feel free to, we can jump in. I don't know about getting voice chat and stuff set up. This is my first time. But we'll be playing some Fortnite. So I want to make sure I got it set up right. You might see a black screen for just a second. My face is still there. It's great. I fought a lot this morning to get this working correctly because it just was not. And I had to install multiple different streaming thingies. I had to fix the internet again. I don't know. It's been a mess. So happy to be here though. Glad to get it fixed up. I don't know what this is doing. Why it's being so weird, but whatever. We'll get it figured out. Hey, what's up, Caden? Unfortunately at work. Yes. Me too. I'm now at work. So this is yeah. This is a great point, right? So this is the product of a couple of things. One, a very important news slash announcement is that yesterday was my first day full time as the director of esports for East Central University. So that's a huge deal. It's a big deal because almost all of my peers who are somewhere in the collegiate esports space and also like in the high school space, they're working two jobs. And that's been the case for me too the past about 8 months. I started working for East Central University as the director of alumni relations, and that's how I got hired here. But then I quickly got involved in the esports program because that's really where my heart is and where my passions are. And it quickly spiraled from there. But now we're at a point where I am full time with esports, which is huge. As far as I'm aware, there are no other collegiate esport coaches in Oklahoma or directors that are full time like I am yet. It's still, a lot of them are still struggling to get that. But what that means is things like this, like I can be much more available for you guys as a group and as a program and help build it and do things really cool like this. I question Freeze, will we have a Valorant team? I did not schedule tryouts for Valorant. The only reason is because you're probably like the first person in a while that's asked about it. I go off of interest, so I kind of see what the people are interested in. And this is great, right? This is what the Coach's Corner is for. It's not just for me to play video games. It's really for me to answer your questions and talk about what's going on. So I'm gonna try to go back and do something different. So you just have to bear with me while I figure this out. Um, I think this is going to work. I think so. Okay, you shouldn't look like anything has changed for you yet, but now you should see like my Steam and all that. I'm pretty sure. Um, Here's what I'll say on that. I will support any title that we can. Any game title that you can possibly think of, I will support. As long as we can play it as part of our national league. So if you play with us, ECU, we compete nationally. We have two leagues that we compete in. We compete nationally and regionally now. And so we use NACE. That's the national league that we currently play in. And so anything that NACE supports, we will support and I can support and I can play. Valorant is one of those titles. So, if you're ever curious, you can go and check to see what exactly NACE is doing and what games they're going to offer. They will post the schedule for the fall probably within the next couple of weeks. So you'll be able to see what particular titles that they've done. But Valorant is one of them. So we could field one. It's just finding people to do it. This fall, so the second week of school, we'll have tryouts for all of the games that we're going to do. And like, for example, this season, we're adding chess as an available option. 80% of chess matches are played online now. And so, that way we can actually support people playing chess at a collegiate level and do that online. So that's kind of a cool concept that we're going to be adding. So in the fall, we'll add chess. I want to try to field a Rocket League team. So that will be another one that we have available for the fall that did not exist before that I have some interest in. So that's one that we'll add as well. And then Super Smash Brothers is the other one that for sure I have tryouts scheduled for that I know I've had. And the only reason I added those three is because I've had people come to me and express interest enough to where I felt comfortable, like, okay, we might be able to make a team out of this. So Valorant is one, it is on the table and it's available. And so we could compete in it. It's just finding the people is the hard part. Last semester, I had a young man want to do Call of Duty as well, and it just didn't get very many people who were wanting to commit to it. So that's the hardest part. Hardest part is not can I support it. The answer is yes. It's can we get the people that will be able to play it. That's the harder part of it all. And just in Freeze, I'm giving you way more than you asked for, which is typical for me. Like if you ask me a question, I'm going to give you way more than you anticipated. But in the future, this program in particular, you will be part of a team that's part of a genre of games. So instead of saying I'm on the Valorant team, you're going to say I'm on the shooting team. Instead of playing I'm on the League of Legends team, you're going to say I'm on the Battle Arena team. And so by doing that, it gives you guys as the players a bit more flexibility. So, instead of being, oh, I'm on the Fortnite team, I'm on the shooting team, and right now we're playing Fortnite. I'm on the shooting team, and right now we're playing Overwatch. Because what's happening with esports, and I'll explain this more as we go forward, is that the seasons are being fragmented. So in the past, we've played like Overwatch in the fall and in the spring. Well, now they're really focusing on, okay, we're going to do one title per semester. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But it's going to make it to where you guys would have an off season. And to help combat some of that is to have you guys be able to compete in other titles. And so that's kind of the vision for it in the future for us is we'll have the teams be more about the type of game that you're playing rather than the particular title. And so I'll have like a shooting team. I'll have a battle arena team. There'll be a close combat team, which does, like fighting games. Super Smash Brothers, Street Fighter 6 is another big title that we really like. So that's kind of the idea for the future, anyways. So don't fret about if we don't have this particular title. And then I'll always throw out, you may come try out, and I say to you, look, you should be playing this game. So that could happen too. You never know. You never know. Other than donations, what are the best ways for alumni to support? Coming to the events is a big one. Just because, and I anytime that we have an event now for esports, I try to make sure to go thank all of the parents that are there personally, because right now a lot of it is we just need support. We need people to be there backing us up and saying, hey, we want this to continue. And being at the events that we do is huge because that shows that, yeah, people are interested in this and people are here to help. There are going to be opportunities as well where I will directly need help. We've already committed to running some events this year that are going to be pretty big. And so I'll reach out to people in Discord and say, hey, we have this event. I need some help. Who can help? And that's where you guys that are interested and invested that are not students per se, or you are, or not, you just want to help. That's where you can really help us the most right now. I am very lucky. And I was dealt a very unique situation where the administration here at ECU is incredibly invested in esports. I know it's partly because of me. They're like, we have a guy who can do this. He's super passionate about it and we don't have to worry about it. He just goes. But also too, it's because the administration, our president, our chief financial officer, our people that are in these high up positions see the value in what esports brings. and that it could really become a differentiating factor for us as a university. And so they see it from that big perspective, and then they have me here to do it. So it's a really unique situation, and why I'm so fortunate to be doing this. So that's why I don't necessarily gonna say I need you. I will always take your money, but right now I'm getting enough support that I need to focus on building it and getting people and getting it going as a community. That is more important right now than that. So, and just another fine example, you being here on this, talking to me, it's perfect. Like, that's great. I was nervous about this, and you're making me less nervous because I have someone to talk to who's asking me great questions. So even this is great, and it shows me that you're supporting, and it shows them that all the students you're supporting, and that goes a long way. You can also hashtag like and subscribe as usual. We do get revenue through Twitch, so just like you being here watching, if you subscribe to the channel, there's a way that you can actually donate through Twitch and your subscription. So that's another way to do that, and we do get that revenue. So lots of ways to support, but more so that you're here, and I thank you for that. So appreciate it. Awesome. Just catching up on your comment. Live in Oklahoma City. Great. Where can I find the link to join? Oh, yeah, I got you. So the easiest way is if you go to ecok.edu, that's our main webpage, and you go to /esports. There are links to our Discord, like right here embedded in the website, so you can do it that way. I'll put it in the chat. Let me do that. I'll put it in the chat too for you. Dun, 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 dun. So the Discord is really a community. My vision for this program is to build it as a community. So I'm really focused on trying to build this thing up, and the Discord will be the hub for our community for this. So it's already really big. It's been set up for a while. We've had some people that have been here in the past that have done a really good job, and so it's not like it's starting from the ground up, but it's we're definitely getting started. Let me get you an invite link that does not expire. Found that the hard way a couple times. Okay, it should be in the chat for you. All right, awesome. Great questions. So yeah, there you go. Thank you, Freeze, for demonstrating exactly what this is supposed to be for. This collegiate esports is a very interesting thing because it's an avenue for competitive play that has not existed for this group of people. When I was a kid, this didn't exist. I played competitive Call of Duty 1.6, like not Call of Duty, sorry, Counter-Strike 1.6 and Day of Defeat. Like, those are what I competed in. I was probably 11, maybe 12, and I was online finding teams of these older guys to play with who were playing competitively at the time. So it was as, whatever competitive as you could get, but that was the thing. And I was really into that, and I played a lot of that. And then it just, because there wasn't a future in that right then and there, I didn't see this as a possible future for me. It didn't dawn on me that, yes, I could be doing this. So when it finally happened and materialized, I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I love gaming. I love the education. I love higher education. I've done a lot of leadership development and done a lot of organization structure and coaching. And I've done all of these weird things in my career that have led to this point. But the key that was missing is I didn't know this was possible. And so collegiate esports is really giving this new generation of people, new generation of gamers, the idea that this is possible and that there is a future to this esport thing. And that's why I love it and why I want to keep doing it. And so yeah, thank you for being part of that. How many Star Wars skins did you buy? Oh my God. Yeah. So Fortnite is great. I love Fortnite. It's one of my favorites, but unfortunately my wallet does get hurt quite a bit. So my favorite genre, my favorite like universe is Star Wars, like hands down. That's my favorite. That's my jam. So they released the Star Wars May the 4th thing. I bought like a ton of stuff. Then they came out with the Fallout stuff. So Fallout is my number 2. So Star Wars is number 1 series. Fallout is for sure number 2. And they came out with the Fallout stuff. So yeah, my wallet definitely got hurt pretty bad. Although I didn't really buy as much Star Wars stuff as I thought I would have. I got the Obi-Wan bundle, and then I got the Han Solo bundle. And part of that's my wife. So we game, my whole family games. It's not just me. My wife and kids both do. So we run trios quite a bit. And so, yeah, I have the Han skin. She's got the Leia skin. We're totally cheesy like that. But that's why I only have half of these, is because she usually has the other half, which works out financially because then you don't have to buy the whole bundle. But yeah, that hurt. The Star Wars stuff definitely hurt. And I actually saved. What's even worse about that, Caden? I saved. If you look, I have almost 4,000 V Bucks right now. Because I saved V Bucks knowing the Fallout thing was coming, and then like nothing happened. And so online, like I'm reading, a lot of people are pretty upset about the Fallout collaboration with this because they just put it in a battle pass in the middle of the battle pass, and really they just added one skin, which is they added the T60 armor, which is great. I love the, don't get me wrong, it's not, I love this skin, I think it's awesome, but that's all they did. And so people were kind of upset that they could have done a lot more with it and could have really capitalized on it quite a bit more. So we'll see. I'm almost there. I've got like two more pages and you'll get it. But yeah, that's funny. Funny. Waste a lot of money in, in video games. Yeah. Freeze says, thank you for speaking about it. Awesome. Yeah. No, please. Yeah, please feel free. If you think of anything, feel free to fire away. This it's kind of weird. This is not about me. This is really about you guys and really about making this a space for you. So kind of some things that I want to do in the fall is like the players will run the stream, players would run it. And so that they'll be on here. It won't just be me, but it could be me coaching them. That's really what I wanted this to really turn into, is like, this is where they will get feedback and get coached. And, we'll do that on live. So you guys can kind of see that and get a glimpse into what collegiate esports really is and what we have to offer here at ECU, and kind of, who you're, and also for people to get to know us a bit, so that they know who they're, people pick. It's funny, people pick a collegiate program, especially collegiate sports. They pick it more than so based on the people they interact with through the program in the recruiting efforts. They choose it based on who they interacted with, more so than what the program actually had to offer. So it's kind of an interesting thing. This also to get everybody to know about us. So awesome. Yeah, Caden, I'm a big Fallout fan. Huge Fallout fan. Like, the show was awesome. Loved it. I loved all the games. But yeah, I was not happy with this. So, all right. How do we, I don't even know how we see people. How many people are even in here? There's a couple. I can see at least 3. So that's pretty good. We'll take that as a win for our very first stream. I need to go to this and then turn on my audio for this so you can hear. Okay. You should hear Fortnite now. You should hear some banging music. I'm gonna turn it down just for now. But so thanks, Caden. Yep, 3. That's perfect. So Fortnite, it's kind of neat because this was the first. This spring semester was the first that we were able to do Fortnite. They hadn't offered, and NACE had not offered Fortnite as a competitive title until last semester fully. They did like a pilot the previous semester, but it was the first time that we didn't been able to do it. So we signed up. I had a couple people actually come and play, and they divided it up into build and no build. So there was a season of build where they ran through rounds. Then they did a season of no build, and we had one team for build. And then the word got out that we were doing Fortnite, and I didn't realize how unbelievably popular it is. And so then we suddenly had 3 teams going into the no build season, and then one of the teams actually made it all the way to the finals. So it was a really fun and a really cool season to be part of. That was our first season to kind of have it as a kickoff. And Caden, Big Bowler, he was the one that went all the way to the finals. So it was really kind of neat. It's frustrating because it was new and we didn't really know what was going on, but a lot of fun and really happy that we got to do it. So I thought, because there were 2 teams that made it really far last season. The first was Overwatch. They made it all the way to the finals. In the spring semester, they made it all the way to the finals, lost their finals match, which was horrible, sucked, hated that, but great season. And then the other one was Fortnite. We had a team make it all the way to the finals for Fortnite. So I'll do Fortnite this time, but then next Tuesday, the next Coach's Corner stream, we'll do Overwatch and just talk about it. So my goal when I play these games is really just to talk about the game and explain some things about it, just because I figured there are people on here who don't know these. This is going to be just as educational as you would expect from any collegiate program here. But yeah, I want to also teach you as I go. So that's kind of the process. Okay, Fortnite. I think I'm gonna do just solos, not ranked. They have a new mode. I don't know if I can do it solos though. Probably not. Nope, just duos and squads. That's fine. We'll just do zero build. So Fortnite, what is Fortnite? It's a battle royale shooting, third-person shooter. So third person, standing from behind. Awesome. Yeah, please do. Yeah, so Caden's saying if he didn't have another commitment that he would join. But yeah, definitely. And this isn't the only game. I mean, I have a ridiculous amount of games. That was quick loaded. Nothing's happening. Just letting you know. This is loading. I like Fortnite. Didn't start playing it until actually this last semester. I played it a lot when it first came out, but then just didn't pick it back up for a while. What up, BP Lynch? Guessing that's Brendan. So I'm guessing. Just taking a shot in the dark. It's taking an awful long. Oh, there we go. Good. Go to a classic. We'll go to Underworld. So Battle Royale. There's 100 people. Currently 95, actually. 95 people. Try to be the last one to survive. This is the first time I played this on this computer, so I might have to like edit settings and stuff as I go down. Just bear with me. This could be you too if you're a student. I do have student worker positions where I pay for commentating. Could be your job to commentate on our games. I think they're almost done. So Fortnite did a Greek god and goddess type thing, and I think they're almost done with it. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be off the map soon, but you never know. What are those blue things? That's new. Tells you how bad I don't play. What is this? Magneto Power. God. I do know what I'm doing. I just haven't played in like a week. So that's great. Oh, crap. So what do these do exactly? Oh, okay. Got a shield thingy. That was a rookie mistake. I don't know if anybody just caught that, but rookie mistake. Saw a small shield potion, passed it up, then used the big potion. Rookie mistakes. So what does this thing shoot? Okay. Let's see. Footsteps. So you'll hear me calling things out. So when you play with other people, you get kind of used to doing shot calling, basically. And so I'm just calling out footsteps. I see them there on my screen, looking for the person, making sure that they know I'm here by jumping obnoxiously. There they are. I really want to try. There we go. Ooh. Wow, I kind of like that. It's pretty good. First blood. First kill. Goes to Team ECU. Let's go. So I'm going to stand out here in the obnoxious center and just have a nice shower, I guess. Let's get that. Yeah, cool. Well, that was cool. Fortnite's great. I always tell people, if you want to be friends with anybody that's under the age of 15, you need to play Fortnite, or like at least follow it to understand what's happening in Fortnite. Because if you bring it up with any kid, if you like just mentioned the word Fortnite and kind of what's happening, they will then suddenly be automatically like your friend. And it's just because Fortnite is doing the best job of keeping up with the culture of the times. Some games have tried to do it where they try to keep up with what's happening in the world. They try to like keep current events. South Park's always a great example of that. They try to keep up with the current events by, you know, making fun of the things that are happening. So that's kind of like keeping up with the times or whatever. But Fortnite is just, it's doing the best job of that for the kids of today. And it's just kind of exceptional. Did I kill a person? I guess so. That sucks. They're just doing the best job of keeping up with what's happening in the world right now, and but also popular culture. So it's kind of a hodgepodge of popular culture references and, you know, things that are popular music wise, whatever. So if you want to be friends with anybody who's young, what you do is you keep it. I got that person, and how I'm floating in the air, I don't know. That's cool. Oh yeah. I could. Okay, sweet. You guys are just watching me destroy right now, all right? Nobody's like commenting, good job, Cody. Awesome work. Dang. Thanks, guys. I do see someone gifted a sub. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Tucked. So I am going to miss this area, though, in Fortnite once it does go away, just because of the goop juice. This stuff that gets on your shoes and makes you jump really crazily. Love it. So I guess the magneto gloves make me so I can float in the air. What's the extent of this? Okay. Not while I'm doing that. Well, that's not really that useful as a movement. I'm looking at it as a movement ability. You know, getting us from point A to point B is important. But it's not really a great movement ability. Kate in the chat saying he wishes that this was his coach. Yeah, well, it is. It's just we don't play ever. That's funny. I see swimming. I see people shooting at me. Not sure what's going on with that. Person's like, oh god, I gotta run. Okay. Not happy with the range on this right now. It's like a game of cat and mouse. Except this person's not great at aiming, neither am I, so we're just kind of... There we go. 2. I guess I'll plug up the shotgun here. Oh my goodness. Horrible. Horrible. I deserve to die. I don't deserve to have this. Yeah, you deserved it. I don't deserve any of that. That was all them. They should have easily... That was horrible. Here comes a car. Oh, you could have the fist. I love it. I love the idea. I'm going to patent this. There we go. I think I've hit that same fence post like 4 times now. Okay, that's a little strong. It's does ow. Jeez Louise, dang nitro fists. What this guy is like. I love it. Come on. We both don't have any weapons. That's what's happening. Oh, I hit him in the air. I don't have... This is going to have some replays, right? We're going to have some good replays out of this one. Look at that. Actually hitting him. He's probably upset because he's like, what do I do about this? Dead. Oh, he had a coin. That's not good. And he had the legendary gauntlets. That sucks. I feel bad for him. Well, this is going well. I need to reorganize a bit. I don't know what to say. Another person. Come on. I'll wait. This is so stupid. It's such a bad idea. But it worked, and I did not take any damage, so I guess that was such a stupid idea. Whatever, it worked. If only the Nace lobbies were this easy. Well, this is unranked solos. So that is quite a bit different than ranked duos. And yes, the other thing too is I'm not hiding. I'm just kind of wandering around. People are coming to me. I will point out, in my fairness, everyone has come to me. I have just waited for them to get there and then destroyed them. Sometimes. And actually, I just lied because it was somebody that I did just mow down at some point. Okay. Just go in all unlimited ammo. And yeah, I actually have just been going towards the shooting. Not actually been, you know... I'm going to leave that. So the patented strategy of sitting in the black car or the SUV, which, by the way, I've heard that they're adding skins to the SUVs, and it should be happening relatively soon. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Whoa, okay. That's what? Why are you being so ugly? He attacked me first, okay? I was going after somebody totally different. Does that mean I can run on water? Nice. I picked up a coin, and the coin gives you unlimited nitro boost. So now I can run on water. Like Flash. Just want to see what's going on. I don't want to... What are you doing? Okay, they shot at me first. Just making sure. Just sticking to my own arbitrary rule set. They shot me first. Oh my gosh, yes. Hello, Darla. It's great to see you. I'm trying my best to keep up with chat as well. Yeah, so my wife is in here talking about how we play. Okay, here's a person. I come in peace. No, I don't. I just wanted you to hit me first. That was so rude. Darla, I'm good. Good to have you. The first plus Magneto thing. Yeah, the Magneto thing is pretty good. It's it seems a little strong. It does a lot of area damage, so if you hit a car with it, it's doing damage to the occupants of the car, kind of like just an explosive does. But because it's a projectile, I have a feeling that's going to be a little bit strong. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit strong. Darla, we're in Oklahoma. We are at a university in southern Oklahoma. This is where killed a bunch of people earlier. This is great. This is going great. So you said I'm playing like Jaden. So Jaden's my oldest daughter. What do you mean? Like just running around haphazardly, hoping for the best, going towards fighting, not being stealthy at all, typically engaging people, real time, like running right at them directly, like not even kind of like if that's the post, that's a person. You kind of want to dodge a little bit and kind of skate around somebody. It's called kiting. Now we're just going right for it, and she just, wants to fight people. It's great. It works great. It works excellent in this game where you want to be kind of stealthy at times. You kind of want to sneak up on people and have the advantage of being in the right position. Things like running right at someone is not a good idea. So she does that constantly. It's great. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all about it. So it's going great. Somebody probably already got this. So oddly, though, I see someone for hire over here. Why? This late in the game? Whatever. So I just hired this guy. He's now going to help me by dropping ammo. That's his usefulness. Great. Thank you. It's a great thing that I am not using any weapons that require ammo. That means he's going to be super useful. Super, super useful. It's going to be the most useful person I've ever met in my entire life. Okay, all right. They shot, you see? All right, now we can go. Why? That pole. It's confusing people. Because I'm able to move in air, it's confusing people. Especially people on the like console are going to have a really hard time. Really hard time. I got shot at again. It came over this way someplace. So I'm just going to run straight at it and hope for the best. Oh, there they are, up on the top there. See the range on this thing. See if we can... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's like the Wookiee Bowcaster. I could just snipe out people. It's great. Ow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ow. Oh, my dude. My dude. They drop a crown? I'm just going to walk away and hope for the best. That's the plan. I feel like I'm being chased, but I might not. I'm just walking around. I have one coin. Oh, there's a second one over there. That's what you're saying? Oh, boy. That is a shame. That's just too bad. Where is it? I don't think that's another coin. I think it's two guns. And then I didn't see a coin up here. Although I hear somebody. There it is. I see it. Get out of here. Ooh, I got it. Okay, maybe as an escape. Maybe as an escape I could see this being useful. You saw I kind of glided there for a second. That was super good. Please reply if you don't mind. How long have you been with Steam? Steam, I signed up the day that Steam was available for the public to sign up. That's when I made my account because I was playing Counter-Strike before 1.6. I think it was like version 1.2 or something. And Steam was basically, at first, it was the lobby and like, it was the way to find multiplayer games for Half-Life 2 and Half-Life. So that was, oh, maybe you're right. Sorry. Yeah, if you're talking about streaming, like since today. Like this is literally the first time I've ever done this before in my entire life. So, you know, it's all good. Just figured out. That time I did engage that person on my own, so let my dude confuse him. Dang. This thing goes a little bit further, I think. Streaming, yeah, today. Today. What do I do for a living? I am a director for a collegiate esports program. So I facilitate and manage an esports team and program at a university, specifically East Central University. Go Tigers. We're on summer intersession right now, so I am mostly in planning, preparation, and execution type mode. But this is just something I've wanted to do. So we're doing it. Ow. Kind of got to lead him a little bit. Got him. Oh, he had a crown too. No coins, though. There's only one other person, guys. I might win this. If this happens, I'm going to be a little upset. Like, very first stream. Come on. I can't do this at home. You cannot. My goodness. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm a little interested because this Magneto thing does actually quite a bit of damage to the vehicles, which is good. It's needed for sure. Wait. They're being sneaky. They're over there somewhere. Help me spot them, team. I think I see them. There they are. Okay. Okay, the fact that, yeah, I can stay in air like that is really, really strong. What? What? Do I take fall damage with this coin? I don't know. Pretty sure. Okay, fine. Let them go heal. It's cool. Oh! Hey! Let's go. Darla, I think we're all right. I think we're good. Thanks, though. This is awesome. There we go. Oh, man. Yeah, that's what... I didn't realize that streaming I would be getting advertised to, but interesting. Okay. Crown victory. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so that's 2 for this season. Let's go. Let's go. Got some Buttertown going on too here. How's the sound? Sound-wise, everything sound okay on your guys' end? Number 2 for a crown. Yeah, I got one. At the beginning of the season, like within the first couple weeks, I got 1 victory. And I picked up a crown while the match, kind of like this. So, same thing kind of happened. Twice as in 2. Yeah, you're right. 2 advertisements. Darla, I put it in the chat earlier. See if you can grab it. If not, let me find it and pin the... There it is. Pin the message. Okay. There we go. Okay, it's pinned. Yep. It's pinned. Oh, and I got stuff. What is it? This looks like an egg. It looks like he just picked up an egg, shoved it like a ostrich egg, just shoved it there. Nice. There we go. Yeah, I get a lot of advertisements just in general, just from the work. It's like once you're kind of a public facing thing, you get advertised a lot too. What the secret is, what I always tell people is if you don't want to be advertised to in your job, don't use LinkedIn, because the second you update your LinkedIn information, they sell it to advertisers. So it's kind of funny. Darla, I pinned the Discord, so you should. There's a pinned comment or pinned chat comment in Twitch, and you should be able to get the Discord from there. Thank you, Freeze. I have a saying in my life. I won't ask you to do something that I could not or would not do myself, and streaming is part of that. I've just never really done that in my life, so I've kind of wanted to, and I'm asking students to do this. So if I can't do it, then wouldn't ask them to. And the same as playing the games. Like I actively try to play the games that my students do, so that way I can keep up with the game itself, but also kind of what's happening with it as well. And it makes them. I think if it makes, for me as a person, it would make me feel better if I knew the person who was leading us actually kind of knew what we were doing or knew how to do it. You know, it's yeah. I think I would feel better for that myself. So that's kind of why I do it. Well, we're in an intermission, so I guess we could take a quick minute. I'm gonna mute Fortnite and just kind of chat about tryouts for a second. So we will have tryouts for esports for ECU Tiger Esports in the fall. So the school semester, I'm actually going to pull back up. I had that web page where you guys could see. I could show you the website. And one of the things I was going to show you is the calendar, just to kind of look at the eCentral calendar for the fall semester. That way you can kind of just visually see this with me. But I need to switch over to this one. Okay. So this is for August of 2024. Zoom that in a little bit so you can see it. But this is the tryout schedule already set up for next month. So August 26th through August 30th is when we will have tryouts. And so that's kind of the way that we'll kick the semester off. After the tryouts, we'll have like a players meeting and get the season started. But this is the layout for the tryouts. So if you are wanting to play a certain title for us or with us, you need to come to the appropriate tryout time. And that way I could observe and then give you feedback and let you know if you are good to be on the team or not. So we have Overwatch on Monday, League of Legends on Tuesday, Fortnite on Wednesday. So that's what we were just playing was Fortnite. And then close combat games on Thursday. That would be Super Smash Brothers, Street Fighter 6, Tekken, those kind of things. And then open tryouts for anybody who couldn't make a previous one or had something else that they wanted to try out for. Like chess is a good example for that, or Rocket League, since those don't have a set date. So that's the layout for tryouts. What I try to tell everybody is tryouts are very casual. I am just as interested in how well you play a game as I am you as a person. So that's kind of just know that going into it. I'm just as interested in how well you play as how you are as a person, how you fit in. I care more about you as a person and how you would fit into this program and fit in with the people around you, and make a positive impact with our program. I'm looking more for that than I am whether or not you can shoot somebody in Fortnite. You know, it's more important to be more important for that. So a couple questions in chat. So yes, Destiny, if you want to play tonight, we can. Absolutely. I heard if you make a casserole for the coach, you immediately make it in. So actually, my wife said brownies. That's definitely, I'm a huge brownies fan. Huge, huge brownies. I love brownies. My favorite. Yeah. So my birthday was this last Friday, and my favorite dessert is actually a strawberry cake with cream cheese frosting or some type of frosting. Super good. Can't open your Discord. What? I just clicked it. It said continue to Discord. It's asking me to sign in. I don't even think I have my phone. I think I left my phone at home. Honestly, I have not seen it in a minute. So it might be still on my desk at home. Well, let me remake the link then. How about that? Edit link. It never expires. No limit on usage. Generate new link. Copy this link. Link has been copied. And then I'm pasting it into the thing. Okay. I posted a second one. Oh, great. Well, I was down in, it's probably in my car then, because I was down. I had to go find a desk, y'all. So, like, the esports thing, we're building this from the ground up. I tell people that. I mean it very seriously. I had to make an office. There was no office space for me anywhere. And that, when I first determined, like, yes, we're gonna go actually full time esports. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to July 1st. I'm going full time esports. You know, that's what's going to happen. The number one question I would get asked by people around campus, like when they would either run into me or we would start talking about it, number one question: where's your office going to be? Like that was the most important question on people's minds was where am I going to office? Honestly, the second one, what phone will you use? I'm not even kidding y'all. Like I keep track of the questions people ask me just because I do that. And yeah, the number one question I would get asked was, where is your office going to be? And the second one is, where's your phone going to be? Those are the two questions I got asked. So it's funny, 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 funny. Good deal. Assistant coaching opportunities. So funny story, actually. Yes, that will happen. The reason it will happen is because I got approached and asked about whether or not that I could support a graduate assistant. And what a graduate assistant is someone who is in the graduate program here at ECU. So they're pursuing their master's degree. We actually just added the first doctorate program here that will start in the fall. So a graduate assistant is someone who is working towards their graduate degree and also working part-time for the university in some capacity as like a staff member. And so graduate assistants are great. They're an excellent way for someone to help pay for their college, but also to get tangible work experience while also pursuing their degree. And that is how I will support assistant coaches and how I will have other coaches involved in esports is I'll find graduate assistants because it's a win for me. It's also a win for whoever it is because they get to be here and get their master's degree while doing something fun like coaching esports. So it's a win-win all around, but that's how that will work. I was asked about it. I said my answer when I was asked about it, I could right now. It's just I'm not prepared for it yet. So I will be more prepared for that this time next year. So that's kind of when I'll start potentially looking at that process. The other part of that is the students. I want to make sure that there's enough volume of students so that we're busy. And that will be when I get to about 50 students. Right now, we're about 24 students. So when I first got here, there was about 8 people involved in some capacity. Now we're at 24. So I expect this time next year for us to be closer to 50. And that's the mark where I will be like, okay, I need another coach. I need someone I can put and they can focus on these 2 titles or however that will work. So yeah, that's the plan for that. It will come. It will happen most likely by next year. It might sooner, but most likely by next year. And it would be a graduate assistant who is a coach, an esports coach as well, which would be an amazing experience for anybody who wanted to go into esports, not just at the collegiate level, because what's going to happen is as the collegiate esports scene grows, as it is and will continue to do so rapidly, then there will be a need for a professional scene, and that will grow the pro scene for esports even bigger than it already is, which will require there to be need to be new coaches and need to be new people to go in and support these professional teams. And where do you think those people are going to come from? They're going to come from universities like ours. They're going to be looking. They're going to come to me and ask me, "Hey, do you have a coach who could lead a team?" And that's what they're going to be looking for. So that's also why that's a win for whoever it is. So good question. Good question. Cody is too nice and professional. That's coming from my wife. So I don't know if you take that with a grain of salt or that's like the greatest compliment in the galaxy. I don't know which. Excellent. Darla, if you join the Discord or you go on the esports website that I posted, you can find my information that way. I graduated in 2020 with a master's, played football at ECU, but definitely wish the esports program was. Yeah, I agree. So that's interesting. So played football here at ECU, love it. Would you, if you wouldn't mind, Freeze, what you got your master's in? I'd love to see that. Love to know what that is. And it's kind of funny. So esports is growing rapidly. Gaming, though, is the foundation for esports. And what I'm finding is 90% of people I interact with play games actively, especially college students. Almost all of them. It's very rare. That's why I say 90%. It's very rare for me to run into somebody who is not actively playing video games. Like actively. And when I say actively, I mean they play once a week. They'll sit down and play something for once a week for a good, 1 to 2 hours. That's actively playing gaming on a regular basis. I'm a daily gamer. I play for 1 to 3 hours a day. That's my minimum. A minimum 1 to 3 hours per day that I spend on video games. That's a lot. That's a lot, but somebody spending that same amount of time per week means they are actively playing games. 90% of people. It's a lot. And they come from all walks of life. So it's kind of interesting when I talk to this people who are in athletics, okay? I talk to football players, basketball players, baseball players. They all play video games. Same statistic. They still fit that 90%. The only difference is that they're more likely to play a sports title, especially the one that they're actively participating in. So if they're a football player, they're going to be playing video games most likely. Even more likely, they're going to be playing the game that is their sport. So football, like all the rage right now, is the new NCAA football. They brought back college football as a game, first time in a long time, and that's like all the talking right now within that area. So that's kind of interesting, even still within athletics, that I'm finding a lot of support for esports, but also a lot of interest, and a lot of it comes from the athletes. So like a good example, Freeze, one of the things I want to do this year really bad. And I pitch the idea, and every time I pitch it, the eyebrows go up and they're like, wow, we should do that. So there are some rules about betting and sports betting and within the collegiate world, which totally makes sense. I get that. But I want to run a fantasy league for the students and staff. That's just us, just a fantasy league. There's no money involved. It's just for fun. Maybe we'll throw some prizes out there, whatever. But one day out of the week, we set that as fantasy day, where we all come to the university center and we're watching the games. We have all the TVs playing the different games of that sport. We have in our auditorium, people can go one-on-one and play against each other on whatever that title is, and just make it a fun event. And so I'm trying to think and Freeze. So that's kind of like, I'm trying to think of, how do I take esports and connect athletics? How do I get the football team here? That's a tough bridge. But again, I'm kind of lucky. I'm kind of unique where I've got a lot of really interesting support. So the head basketball coach, Daniel Wheeler, reached out asking if I could help with their summer. As an athlete, you remember you come like during the summer, you do your summer camps. He had his basketball team here during their summer camp, and he was looking for some type of like team building, fun activity for them to do. And so I had the whole basketball team up here playing video games, and they had a blast. It was a lot of fun. So part of it is just connecting the different dots between esports and the different parts of the university, and athletics is definitely one of them. Darla, I'm sorry. That's odd. So you should be able to get in there and find that. I've not been able to. I've not had anybody else experience the issue you're having. Not locating that information. So you can message me directly on Twitch, I believe, as well, instead of being in the main chat. Cool. Mobile. Yes. So good question, Freeze. Mobile. There's a couple mobile games that I've seen start to try to push into that space. Mobile Legends Bang Bang is one. I know it's the weirdest name you've probably ever heard in your life, but Mobile Legends is a international title. It's a League of Legends type game. So it's a MOBA, very incredibly popular with the esports scene internationally. I've just not seen as much mobile catching on for esports within the US. However, I would say that Super Smash Brothers and the Nintendo product kind of does that a little bit because of its portability and how people gravitate towards it. It's kind of filled that. The other thing is mobile games, they are what they are. They're running kind of like on a PlayStation 1-esque system, and almost all of them are live service games, which I know a lot of esports is live service, so it's a mess. There's a lot of reasons. And those are just my grumbles as to why I think it's not. Will it ever be? Everything will be mobile eventually. That's my thought. My belief is everything will be mobile eventually. It'll be slower than we think, but it will happen as it already is, where we're seeing wires get cut. We're seeing, things get smaller. Processing power is improving. Batteries, I keep up with weird things like battery technology and semiconductor technology and how circuit boards are being developed and all that. We're in an interesting place where we were at kind of a plateau for a lot of things for a while. A lot of things for technology, we were at a plateau for like 20 years, and we're finally making some breakthroughs in some important areas. Batteries is a great example. Lithium ion batteries we will not survive long enough as a planet on lithium ions. So it's one of those things that we got to get better really fast, and is a limiting factor on why we can't suddenly go mobile, is because of things like that. So nice, good question. Were you the you knew Mobile Legends? Heck yeah. So yeah, I had the opportunity to go to the Philippines twice, and was there for 30-day stints in the Philippines, and that was the game. I mean, when I got to spend like a little bit of time in China, not a whole long, but everyone was playing it in China. Everyone was playing it in the Philippines. It was everywhere. They were huge about it, and I think partly because of how it was accessible, and that's what the mobile game does, is it makes things a little bit more accessible. But when you do that, you lose a lot of feature, and these games that these guys are playing are actually incredibly complicated. There's a lot of rules and things that are going in behind the scenes that you don't see. I'll show you I can show you an example of this. Well, maybe next time, but Mount and Blade is a great example of a very complicated game that doesn't look like it, but is incredibly complicated. And so video games now they're not just becoming prettier, they're becoming more complicated in what they're processing and what they're doing, which is why it also is taking longer for things to go mobile. But there's some ones out there that are doing good. Mobile Legends is a good example. They're doing pretty good. But then you look at things like Diablo Immortal. That was a train wreck. Absolute train wreck. Clash Royale. They came out with a new one. What is it called? Squad Up or something? Something. I downloaded it, and then so some other child was playing with my phone, and they were playing it. It looked fun. It looked like Clash Royale a bit. Not Clash Royale. It looked like was it Clash Royale? No. Where you pick a person, 3 players, top down. Type of MOBA type game, but you pick a character. Boom Boats is coming to my mind because that's another game that they made in that same type of game. That's funny. Boom Boats. Let's play another one. Let's get another round going. How are we doing on people? Caden, you were able to see it earlier. I see 3. But see, I see 3, but then how are these other people? Interesting. They must be invisible. Yes, Freeze. That's the intention. Yeah, the intention is for me to bring people on here. The students, other people in the community. My vision for ECU Tiger Esports is to build a community of gaming that's hubbed here on campus, which is a big thing. I don't want this to be a small thing. I want it to be a very big thing. I want us to be known for our community of gaming here, which is a lot. That encompasses tabletop gaming, physical card games, and esports and video games. That's a lot. So I'm partnering with things like the Board Game Club and trying to get people together to do this. And this stream in particular is going to, I hope, is going to grow to where it's more than just twice a week. Maybe it's more than that. But some of the content I want to be is interviewing people from the community. I'm looking for people that are in professional esports who are willing to do like come and talk to the students. And we have alumni too that are out doing amazing things in the world. Some of them are like in really high up places at some of these big tech companies. That this is very esports is very interesting to companies like Microsoft and Dell and Nvidia, and they want to see esports do well because they selfishly know that their workforce, the next generation of leaders in the workforce, are most likely to come from esports. They're going to come from something related to esports because that's where tech people are going to gravitate. That's where people who are really good with computers and who are really good with data analytics and the things that they desperately want but can't find people for. That's going to happen with esports is you're going to suddenly see these big companies really get invested in it because we are building the workforce for the next generation. And the students desperately need esports. They need competition. They need a community. They need somewhere where they feel involved and invested, and they don't have that. And so that's the biggest thing I hear from the students is, man, I'm so glad that I have this space, this thing, I love this because I have it. It's ours. And that's something really unique that a lot of students aren't getting. So esports is really unique in that way, and why it will continue to grow. And yes, so again, all of that to say, it will grow here too. And that's something that I want to have people come on here and talk, especially industry experts, the students, faculty and staff who might be involved, who are either seeing good things. One of the ones that a good example of this is I get asked a lot about accessibility with esports. And I see firsthand, and I share stories of players and students who are physically disabled, who cannot play traditional sports, who are banned from that basically, now suddenly finding an avenue for competition sport, and it's through esports, and their eyes and hearts just light up because now they have an avenue that they can compete elbows to elbows with somebody who's not disabled and compete at the same level. That just doesn't exist anywhere else. And I get asked a lot about that. So in the same way I get asked to talk to other people about it, so I would do the same. I try to bring people who were in the field or could talk to them about something in particular, or they just want to, that's the other part, just want to come and chat. There you go. Awesome. So Caden said we peaked at about 5 to 6 people. Now we're back down to our loyal 3 people, which is one of them is my spouse. So thank you for being here. The good news is too, with this, we'll have some good highlights. So I'll have some good highlights too. We're going to go into ranked, get wrecked. That's what's going to happen. It's good though. I got one practice run with the Magneto gauntlets. Oh, scammers, advertisers. They're just trying to make a living. They're just wanting some of my pie, wanting some of our cheese to make a living. Awesome. Yeah, we'll do. You're the second person to Freeze that has done that. I was like, I want to do something, and so I'm building a list of people who are just kind of interested in maybe volunteering and helping for the future. One of the things, an example of where that will come into play is I'll be building the first esports summer camp for us that'll run next summer, and I'll need help with that. I'll need people, volunteers, to help go, bring stuff, help run things. Like it'll be a orchestrated effort amongst a lot of different people. So that will be something that an example of an area where you could plug in. And what I'm doing is I'm making a summer camp that's built on every day is one industry within esports that these students could go in. Because the two things I always share with the students is, number one, this is secondary to everything else you're doing here. Your primary focus here is getting your education, not esports. But the second part is it's incredibly likely that by the time they graduate, if they're a freshman today, by the time they graduate within 4 years, it's incredibly likely that they will be going into some sort of industry that's related to esports in some way, be it as an IT person, as a coach, as a high school teacher who's doing esports. There will be so many different little areas, and a lot that we don't even know right now because they haven't been built yet, that will be places that they will work. And so they are getting tangible experience in that area, but they're also getting an education. That's more important. And yes, Caden, yes, the video games do not come first. They come second. I guess we'll go Grand Glacier. Picking some out of the way places. Oh, great. I have a crown too. Great. Heck yeah. They are actively delivering my office furniture now. So it's kind of funny, I guess. The young man who came to help me. So I went to go to our surplus, which is like where all of our extra furniture and stuff is kept. And the young man who opens the door is someone that I used to play Warhammer Fantasy and Warhammer 40K with his dad. So shout out to him. But it was kind of funny to see him. And like I explained, yeah, I'm building my office for esports. And he was like ecstatic because, yeah, again, this is new. This is all something that's just kind of happened recently. Okay, well, we're in the mansion. Not my favorite place. Probably my like last favorite place. But then again, I picked it. And sometimes when you pick things that are bad, you just got to deal with it. Here we go. Can you imagine? So those of us that have like, I played sports as a kid. I played baseball. Oh God, hello. Sometimes you just got to run at him and shoot. Yeah, like I played baseball growing up. But then imagine yourself in that same boat, but you never had that growing up. Are you just pickaxing? Guys, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say on that one. There's another one down there somewhere. Anywho, you can imagine like growing up and not having any of that. Oh man, this is a... Yeah, not having coaching and not having, somebody who... Maybe somebody who told you they believed in you. Maybe you didn't have that. So a lot of these students are coming in with that. They've never had competition experience. They've never... What is going on here? Can't tell if this person's trying to... There they are. Okay. What are they doing? Everyone else saw that, right? They just kind of like ran into the pillar there and then just darted off. So, oh, there they are. I think they were looking for me. I think that's what it was. I think they were trying to find me. That's funny. At least it's a remote charge and not a time charge. Why am I taking 2 of these laser rifles? Because you can switch. Just in case you're wondering. They overheat. I need... I'm sorry, I'm hearing something. It's like there's a setting where you can visually see, and you're seeing that kind of like, you're visually seeing the shots and like where people's footsteps are, but it only goes to a certain range. And that's just strictly to limit it. It's one is to help people who are deaf be able to compete. Again, accessibility, right? That was invented, that little footstep indicator was invented to help and assist people who are disabled play this game and compete and not have a disadvantage compared to everybody else. Then again, it added that setting for everybody, so now everybody uses it. But the intention and original reason why it was made was to help make this game be more accessible for people, which... Show me a time when baseball has done that. Show me a time when baseball has made the sport more accessible for somebody. Show me a time when football has done something to make it easier for someone to play. They made it more safe. They absolutely have made the sports more safe, but not more accessible. That's not the same thing. I don't know why I just shot either. Oh, more footsteps. What up? I don't know why they would do that. That's not a good engagement for them. Okay, that was like clip worthy, okay? That was great. Man. Why don't we do this well? I guess I just need to record myself constantly. Maybe I'll just do better. There is actually a theory out. So my background is psychology. And so I'll share some, I guess I'll share some psychology facts with you. There is a theory proven that humans, get this, we act radically different when being observed, whether we know it or not. There's some instinctual part of us that knows when we're being observed. If you know you're being observed, the effect is significantly greater. So if someone knows they're being observed, they act very differently, radically differently is what the study says, than if they did not know they were being observed. However, there is still times when someone is being observed that does not necessarily know, but for some reason acts differently. Almost like we're psychic. Fascinating, I'm sure. I think it's the Darwin theory of observational behavior, something like that. That is a mushroom. I'm going to eat it. Well, there was a couple quick deaths, but then not a whole lot happening. 5! I've killed 5 people already? Oh my gosh. I have a crown too, don't I? So I'm visible. Great. There's really not a benefit to me going anywhere right now, but I am going to go ahead and go to the secret area. Just to see if it's still there. Heck yeah, Freeze. Esports Hall of Fame, let's go. And that is a good point, though. So one thing that esports is struggling with, that traditional sports has got going for it, is traditional sports has a lot of alumni. They have a lot of people who have been invested and doing things with the programs for a long time. I don't have anybody. There is nobody that has, well, actually, that's not true. There are people now. The first people to have been part of ECU Tiger Esports and graduated have been in the past year. That's it. So I don't have a whole alumni base of people who have been invested in dealing with this stuff for their whole lives. I have people that it's their first year. You know, it's the first time they've ever done it. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. I feel like I'm in the wrong space. Maybe it's down here more. I don't know. It's somewhere around here. There's like a secret cave type situation. Did I turn? Yeah. I guess the Fortnite volume is just incredibly low, which is probably fine. It's probably fine. So Freeze, what do you play now? Or how did you get here? If you're a football person, how did you stumble upon us? Ooh, that was close. Fall damage. You take fall damage in this. So you gotta be a little careful. Yeah, looks like the cave is here. Unlooted too. I have a quest to collect ammo, but I keep picking up guns that don't need it. What? Oh yeah. This keeps going. There is more. Yeah. Yep. And then you done follow these lights. You break this rock. Bingo, bango, boongo. And you just found a secret. They killed him. The peeps killed him. What's wrong with you people? Why did you do that? They just killed him. And then they were like standing over his corpse. I mean, I'm really into world crafting and like, that's what... See, what are you? We're just dancing here. They have a song. Hang on. Just so you can hear it. Listen. They have like a little Jamaican steel drum song. What the crap? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Anyways, I better play this game. First year. Awesome. So Freeze is saying he the program was started. Yeah, so the esports program here started about 5 years ago. And here's more of them. Okay, I was gonna say, I didn't think I could blast them, but I could. So yeah, it started about 5 years ago, and just failure to launch. That's the best way I can describe it. Just a lot of mistakes were made, a lot of issues. When I got here, great example, like the computers in the labs didn't work. They were broken. All of our 12 computers. So it's like it just wasn't taken care of, or nobody was really managing it. So that's the best thing I can say. Yeah, so that was about 5 years ago, maybe less, 4 or 5 years ago. When I got here, it was the fourth year, so there were still students from the beginning, and there are some that are still here that were from the beginning when the program first started, and definitely has changed a lot since then. Awesome. Yeah, Freeze is talking about our teams. They did really well this past. Like, I've been really proud of them. Just the fact that we're just getting started and they're doing so well already. I'm happy with it. I really can't complain. They're upset because they want to do better, and they want to. The way that it works is like you're bracketed and put in a conference. So because NACE is the National Association for Collegiate Esports is so big, I mean, it supports over 800 universities in the U.S. So we're just one of those. And East Central University, we are a small 4-year regional university. We have around 5,000-ish students. That doesn't compare apples to apples when you talk about like OU or California Tech, Caltech. You know, there's some schools. We played one match. It was the California Technical Institute for Game Design. Like, so the competition level that we go up against is steep. It's significant when you compare our size school to some of these schools that we go up against. So to combat that, they rank, because these games are self-contained. It works like the football, college football, where all the teams are ranked, except it's not done arbitrarily like it is in college football. That's not a shot at college football. That's a fact. It is arbitrary. They rank everybody, and then they build conferences based on people's skill levels. So that way you're going up against people. Okay, he shot at me first. Spider Mitten. That was that person's name. But because we're grouped against people that are relative to our skill level, so it makes it fair. It gives us a better opportunity to do well against some of these bigger schools, because it can be tough. You're going up against some schools that are way more equipped. We're also behind. So good point Freeze brought up, right? Like this program has technically been in existence for about 5 years, but really only competing for less than a year. Some of the schools we go up against, they've been playing for 6+ years. Whoa, what the heck? Where did that person come from? Not expecting that. Oh, man. Oh, what? We killed each other. What? That sucks. But I guess whatever. You know, kill somebody at the same time. Thanks, Caden. Yeah, the lab's coming along. It's coming along nicely. Silver 3. Embarrassing. That's fine. So I got time for about one more. Play one more of this and then call it for the first stream. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll smush some of it, but I'll put it on. I'll upload it to Twitch later. And then we will not meet. I won't have this next week. Sorry, for this Thursday because it's July 4th. But we will pick it back up the next Tuesday with some Overwatch. I main Pharah. It's my main. It's my side chick. Not really been much updates to the lab since you last were here, Caden. Not anything new yet. Our budgets, right now we're in a budget period. In our space, the budget cycle starts over on July 1st. So we just kicked our next fiscal year off like yesterday. And so there's kind of a little holding period where I can't buy anything for a couple weeks, and that's kind of the phase I'm in right this minute. So I'm more planning what am I going to purchase for the first week of school. So last year we had Welcome Week. We're going to do Welcome Week again for the incoming freshmen. It's the first week of school. We will be doing a Super Smash Brothers tournament for the incoming freshmen, which will be fun. But I got to get stuff for that. I got to get prizes. I guess another update, some not really breaking news, but exciting news. I have been working on a sponsorship for us, trying to find corporate sponsors, companies that will provide us with either materials or financial goods to help the program. And McDonald's is one that has historically, we've had a sponsorship, quote unquote, with McDonald's, McDonald's Gaming in particular. Thankfully, we have a really good branch, really good McDonald's chain in the area. Really wanted to go to one of the new areas, but not looking like it. We have a really good McDonald's chain in the area, so that helps. This Monday, I finally received back the signed, completed contract between both of us, so between East Central University and McDonald's Gaming. So we are I can officially say we are McDonald's Gaming sponsored, which is great. It's a really good thing. It's the first one. It's a big one. It's named, it's not like it's some off-brand. It's McDonald's like that you get everywhere. So it's a good thing. It's a really, really good thing. But that's kind of the first step, right? That's like just the first one to get done. And but I can say, yeah, for sure, that's an update. We got that. That is 100%. I should have financial. I put in money, so they're going to give us money, which is great. That's a lot of times these collegiate programs are getting things, but not money. And money is a lot of times what these programs need. We don't need it as much, but it's more of like, I feel bad for that person. Whatever. Yeah, we need money for sure. It's more of like, I don't know. To me, it feels like it's legitimizing the thing. If I can get a company to give money to it, then that means it's more legitimate in my eyes. So it's one of those things. It's like kind of just trying to legitimize the sport, and how you do that is by saying, yes, big companies are backing this, and they're giving us money for it, and here's all the promotional materials that we get, and it just makes it look a lot better. What do you do? Do you do anything? I don't know. I'm looking for small shields. Small shields. Pro tip. A lot of big potions. What the crap? So many big potions. So her ability is to scan the area. I like that. It's useful. Shows you where the chests are. Also people. It will highlight people for me. Well, let's do this. Just use a Nuka-Cola. That's going to regenerate my shield. I believe it gets me to 60 something, but I really only needed to get me to 50. 75. Close enough. When you'll see my I'll start looking around really quickly when you see her scan. So she does this thing where she scans the area, highlights chests, and it highlights people. So when I see her blue thing hit the ground, you'll see me start like just looking around really fast. It's kind of disorienting, and I apologize in advance, but it's very useful. I'm just looking around trying to see if she spotted anybody. And I know it's a little bit tough on the eyeballs. Sure. One genre I've been thinking of actually is horror games. Playing some scary games. Okay. This is going very excitingly. This season with Fortnite, adding all the dang car stuff. Well, not a whole lot going on. I need a health pack. I thought I saw a health pack somewhere. There we go. Come on, lady. Let's go. Let's go in for a ride. So the new season, people mostly hate it. I don't mind it. I like it. It's a good change up. It's a good change up from before. I mean, I think they tried to do something very different, which is great. I think it's great. I applaud that. I would rather you do something new that sucks one time to learn from it than never try anything new. Why am I driving through here? I don't know. I was lost in a very deep thought. And there's a person. I am not equipped for this. My dude, though. You? Wow. She was ready. Great. That was awesome. Glad she was prepared. I was not. I don't need that. Do. That was my first elimination this round. Seems like I had another one earlier. Yeah, right at the beginning. Shotgun somebody right in the face. Did that just not count? Definitely a fight here. See, that's like, there's no visual indicator, but I can kind of hear stuff in the distance. Either that or I'm going crazy, which is probably also true, but not applicable to this situation. I would have expected somebody else to come here by now. Guess not. Yeah, there is a big downside to this, though. Yeah, my wife is on here, so she's going to want to play. There's more chat. I'm sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. You could play Five Nights at Freddy, hashtag 420 mode. Yes, let's do it at 420, and we will not be baked. Maybe we'll make some cookies. I don't know. Maybe that's how we'll celebrate. But we will not be doing that. I cannot publicly endorse the use of drugs or alcohol as a government employee. Really want to have the toe hook and the magneto fist. Like, I'm pretty confident that's going to be a little outrageous. If you can toe hook onto somebody's car and then use the magneto fist to like kind of dodge and in between, that's going to be a little stupid. Let's find a toe hook and see if that... I have a toe hook. Let's find those fists. Let's figure it out. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. It's telling me to go here. Come on, lady. Ay. Gotta wait. Gotta wait for this chick to catch up. It's like waiting for my kids. I'll do that too. I'll just go get in the car and wait. Just go turn the car on and wait in the car. Just wait. Be patient. Why we're going for this bunker? I would like to find some magneto fists. That's what I'm looking for. Then I gotta find a car that I could then shoot the tow hook onto. Once I do that, then I will try to shoot with said magneto fists. This is probably a terrible idea. It's probably okay. All right. And there they are. Is that them? Nope. Darn. This is a terrible idea. No, not that one. It's only a terrible idea if it goes terribly. If it goes wonderfully, it could have been a lot worse. I could have got ambushed. That's the worst part. I could have gotten ambushed. I don't have a crown this time. I died last time. Why? Why did I do that? I don't know. It was funny though. Why I'm being a bully to these guys, I don't know. Oh, he has the fists. I want him. Ow. Oh, he's in the car. Oh, no. Ah, darn. Yes. Yes, this will go to YouTube at some point. I'm sure. Alyssa, I'm sure, will make some edits. Car Royale. Yep, yep. Oh, no. So, Sift, one weird thing, I don't know why, but if you go, because the only reason this has happened to me like multiple times, go in and re-optimize your settings, like make it optimize it for you. For some reason, I noticed this on my wife's laptop, on my daughter's computer. The other thing that I did on my wife's laptop, because she has it to where it's like below it, she's using a big monitor. I lowered her resolution. So instead of it being at the 3156 or whatever by whatever, it's down one set, and that just helps it load faster and more better. You also could try the DirectX 11 is another thing you can try. Fortnite should run on like a potato, but if it doesn't, then it's something wrong, like you said, with the settings and getting it fixed. You can always come up here. Come up here and hang out. Justin's come up a couple times just to kind of hang out and play. Well, that, I guess we'll conclude it here. It's the very first Coach's Corner stream. Man, we're up. What? We're at a bunch of people now. A bunch of people showed up. I had to do it on this. Let me mute my desktop audio there. There you go. Okay. I had to do it on this once to do that. Just go to your settings. And, oof. Not sure why that's so loud. In the settings, like here, for example, DirectX 12, you can try to change this to the DirectX 11 and see if that helps. Another thing that I just restore it to defaults, let it do its restore to default, and then it'll ask it to, you can do the auto set quality right here. I don't know why, but it does for some reason help when you auto set. It does a lot of setting changes for you that just make it run correctly for your system. Why, I don't know, but it just does. And then the other one I was talking about was the resolution. I messed with the resolution, put it on full screen, and then messed with the resolution on my wife's laptop, and that made a big difference for her frame rate, for sure. Yep. Well, there you go. Guys, we made it through the very first Coach's Corner stream. Oh, I disappeared. I'm gone. Yep. I don't know what happened. Let's just, there we go. Okay, I need to get rid of this. And then put my face back. Okay, there we are. Now we're back. We're back with it. There you go. All right. It's like off-centered. Nice. Well, there you go. That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining me today. Any questions? Anything else I can answer for you? Any other questions for the Coach's Corner today? We will not meet next week. So next Thursday, there will not be a session. But then we will come back Tuesday and I'll be playing some Overwatch. You can watch how terrible I am at Overwatch. Yeah, Lane loves watching me play. Lane, the captain of our Overwatch team, Lane loves watching me play Overwatch, especially Ashe, because I hip fire from the hip. The intention for Coach's Corner is every Tuesday and Thursday from 2 to 4. And for now, through the summer, it'll just kind of be me hanging out, playing, and chatting with you guys. But in the regular season, it'll feature more of like gameplay, more of you guys as the players coming on and talking. getting coached potentially. It's just really a space for us to kind of hang out, visit. I intend to for sure have the captains on here, talking, playing, going over strategy. I'm just getting it started. Talked about tryouts. We got tryouts coming in the fall, second week of school. So there's that. And then the events we got going on first week of school. We got some good events going on. We'll be doing a Super Smash Brothers tournament to welcome the incoming students. So we'll do that the first week of school. Got tryouts the second week of school, and then our seasons will kick off within a couple weeks after that. So it'll be right into it fast as soon as August rolls around. It'll be quick. Well, all right. Well, then y'all, thank y'all for joining. How many we got on at the last little bit? We got 5 people. Heck yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it so much. I do hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you all for tuning into the Coach's Corner, very first numero uno stream. And we'll be back on Tuesday. So y'all have a great week. Have a great 4th of July.